Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is expected to generate $1.2 billion for the Australian economy in Melbourne alone. With 7 gigs throughout Australia's 2 major cities from February 16–26, the tour may create $1.2 billion in economic value in Melbourne alone. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour begins in Australia on Friday, and Genevieve Milne will be among the legions of admirers who will provide what is sure to be a short economic boost. The 19-year-old student plans to spend roughly $1,000 on tickets, flights, and accommodations to see the play twice in Melbourne and at least once in Sydney. "I definitely wouldn't spend this much on any other concert," said Milne, who has set aside money from her gymnastics coaching job for the outing. "I don't feel that strongly about any other artist." The tour, which will play 7 gigs in Australia's 2 largest cities from February 16 to 26, is expected to produce $1.2 billion in economic value in Melbourne alone, according to Lord Mayor Sally Capp. However, with the country's savings rate at its lowest since the end of 2007, and cost of living issues causing people to be pessimistic, economists believe it will be a temporary sugar hit. The Australian leg of the Eras Tour should see a burst of spending on tickets, travel, and hospitality, but that's likely to come at a cost elsewhere in the economy, said James McIntyre of Bloomberg Economics. With households under extreme pressure from higher rates, and the savings rate at a 16-year low, concert-related spending could crowd out purchases in other areas, especially in already weak discretionary sectors. The wealthy singer has caused economic ripples throughout her record-breaking Globe Tour, a phenomenon known as Swiftonomics. Bloomberg Economics forecasts that the megastar, combined with Beyoncé's tour and the Barbenheimer flicks, might have contributed up to $8.5 billion to U.S. growth in the third quarter of 2023. The 4 sold-out performances at Sydney's Accor Stadium will be the biggest series of major events that we've had since the city held the Olympic Games in 2000, according to Kerry Mather, CEO of site operator Venues NSW. She noted that approximately 35% of the 320,000 fans in Sydney will travel from interstate or internationally. Concerts on this magnitude are huge demand drivers for hotels, according to Accommodation Australia CEO Michael Johnson, who adds that occupancy rates in Melbourne are 20% higher than a year ago and 10% higher in Sydney. Flight and lodging costs have risen as a result of this demand, with Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Michelle Bullock addressing the issue of Taylor Swift inflation during a media briefing earlier this month. "People are deciding what's really important to them," Bullock went on to say, "and clearly for a lot of people Taylor Swift is very important." The governor noted that her own children had saved money for tickets and forgone other things in order to afford Taylor Swift.